This is Algebra 3-4, Chapter 1.6, Inequalities. I'm going to start off by giving you guys something that you guys have hopefully seen before. It's just going to be an equation. Oh, what? Okay. It's going to give you guys an equation. 2x minus 3, whoops, that's very ugly. 2x minus 3 equals 11. And so we're going to solve this normally. We're just going to add 3 to both sides, and 2x is going to equal 14. If I divide both sides by 2, we're going to get x equals 7. Now, can someone raise their hand and tell us how many answers do we have in this equation? Joshua, how many answers do we have? 1, right? There's only one answer. Right? It's 7. Versus, if I give you 2x minus 3 is greater than 11, we're still going to solve it the same way, except there's a little twist. And, we all know the end of this movie. X is greater than 7. How many answers are there? Aaron, how many answers are there? There's one answer? Anyone have a differing opinion? Andres? There's an infinite number of answers, right? There's 7, there's 8, there's 18, there's 1800, there's 18,000, 18 million, 1.8 billion, right? There's 7.00000000001. So many different answers, right? There's actually an infinite number of answers here. So to represent an answer that has an infinite amount of possibilities, we have to graph this thing. Don't sigh. Okay? Our critical number is going to be 7 because we're only graphing one-dimensionally. And I hope this is going to come back. But raise your hands and let us know, based on what you see here, what type of circle are you going to have? And there's only 2 types. Amrit. Oh, Brian. Got to be open. Now, Amrit, filled in circle would have been equal sign underneath, exactly. But since we're dealing with a non-inclusive inequality, it's going to be open. Now, x is greater than 7, so which way is the arrow going to be facing? Andres? Got to be to the right. The right way, right, as opposed to the wrong way? Okay. Appreciate that. All right. Raise your hands if this is a review for you. If you have seen a problem like this before in a past life. Excellent. That is what I want to hear. With all inequality problems, there's only so many things they can do to make it more difficult. They can throw more layers onto you. Like number, say, 16 in your assignment for tonight, it's going to be 11 minus 5y is less than negative 77. Now, this problem here has a couple more steps, and then there's a caveat at the end that you guys need to pay attention to. And I'm actually quite certain that you guys will know what that little deal is going to be. So negative 5y is less than negative 77 minus 11 is negative 88. We're going to divide by negative 5. And can anyone raise their hand and anticipate, what is this caveat that I speak of? Catherine. You have to flip the inequality, and then also negative divided by negative is actually going to turn into a positive. So don't write negative 88 over negative 5. Just make it easy on yourself and go 88 over 5. We need to graph this thing. It's one-dimensional. My critical number is 88 over 5. Please don't worry about converting this into a decimal or an improper fraction. Just reduce it if it was possible. Okay, so if you had, say, 88 over 16, reduce it. Okay? We got an open circle here. We are greater than, so that means we are moving which way? Jared? Right. To the right. That is correct. Raise your hands if you actually beat me to that answer. If you beat me to it. Excellent. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's just get rid of some of this junk here. You guys doing all right? You guys ready for that pop quiz today? I think you guys are going to be okay. All right, let's take a look at another one. And I will let you guys know what the quiz protocol is. All right, 18 is next. 15 minus 5t is greater than or equal to 55. I'm actually going to pause this thing and let you guys do this one on your own. Go ahead and take care of it, please. Anyway. All right, I hope you can all agree that we were going to subtract 15 from both sides. What is that? Is that 40? That is 40, isn't it? We're going to divide by negative 5, and when we divide by negative 5, we have to flip the inequality, so it's going to be t is less than negative 8. Raise your hands if you got that far. T is less than or equal to negative 8. Excellent. Graph this guy. What kind of circle do I have, Aaron? Got to be closed because we're filled in. Less than. If it's less than, which way are we going, Mr. President? Going left. Excellent. Raise your hands if you got that right. Good job, everybody. Very good. Okay. Let's see here. Not much else. Okay. 33. Let's jump way ahead. Let's see here. 3x minus 3 over 5 is less than 6 times x minus 1 over 10. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just go and distribute the right side, okay? Simplify that. So when I do that, I don't want to do that. Oops. I will get 6x minus 6, right? Over 10. Yeah? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and cross multiply. Now, is it 5 times 6x or is it 5 times the whole thing? 5 times the whole thing, right? So 5 quantity, 6x minus 6 is less than 3, oops, darn it, 10 times 3x minus 3. So far, so good? Good. We've got 30x minus 30 is less than 30x minus 30. What's going to happen? Everything's going to go away. And 0 is less than 0. How often is that true? 0 less than 0? Never. Therefore, no solution. All right? We good? Okay. Let me give you guys one to do on your own. This one's actually a little bit harder because there's going to be a step involved before you do the cross multiplication. All right? So I'll give you guys some time to ponder that one. All right. First thing we're going to do with this problem here is I'm going to go ahead and combine my left side here. So I'm going to have x plus 1 over 4. And actually, 1 really is a fraction, isn't it? It's really 1 over what? 1. So I need to find a common denominator in order to combine these. Common denominator between 1 and 4 is 4. So I'm going to change this into a 4 by multiplying by 4 top and bottom. So I get x plus 1 minus 4 over 4. Does that make sense, everyone? Now I can go ahead and combine these two like terms to get x minus 3 over 4 should have been greater than, right? X over 3. And does that look a little more like 33 now? Okay, good, good, good. Raise your hands if you were able to figure that one out. You're able to get that part. Good. Let's go ahead and do this part here. This would be 3x minus 9. And then 4x. Let's go and subtract 3x from both sides. Negative 9 is greater than x. Yes, or did I make a mistake somewhere? Yes? Eric?
I got
Negative 9 is less than x. Am I right or is Eric right? Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.